For the Phoenix Suns, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half, each quarter, each minute, each possession. Timberwolves, Suns, and we'll be right back for the tip-off. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kevin, we have seen D'Angelo Russell's ice in my veins celebration after he makes big shots. And D'Lo credits his father for the inspiration, saying he used to say that all the time. Play like you have ice in your veins. So that's how I play. No feeling, letting it go, playing free. Kevin, that's how I'm doing the sideline report tonight.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Paul in at the 1. And for Minnesota, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also, Ricky Rubio's out there. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Edwards. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Down low, here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Russell, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Basket counts.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Good on the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Edwards. They need this. And Russell with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
D'Angelo needs just a little sliver of space to let that rip.
Russell against Booker. Towns with the steal. Here's Russell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Russell's got 5.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Paul. Ayton attacking.
Oh, yeah, that's got the crowd charged up. Ayton way up high.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Passes to Edwards. Here is Russell. And they double up Russell. The wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
Paul passes to Bridges. And here's Crowder. There's the dish to Paul. Lobs it up for Crowder. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Rubio against Paul. Top of the key, Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And he hits it to tie the game up. He has 7.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And for the Suns, Sharch checked in for Crowder. Johnson comes in for Bridges, and it's Carter in for Chris Paul. Carter on the wing. Johnson outside. Back to Carter. It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Carter. Carter hits them both. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Booker against Beasley, and stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Booker. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, Booker's bringing some energy to this one. Always a threat to leak out and score in the open floor.
Beasley against Booker. Tries again. No good from Beasley.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Johnson outside, and Carter has it in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Shot clock at 5. Ayton finds Carter. The teardrop falls in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Beasley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Takes the 3. That shot is off. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 had this to say.
The guys on the team already tell me I talk too much a lot. You know, I'm constantly talking on the court. I'm a communicator, and I feel like it's hard to go wrong when you're communicating.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Davis, Malik Beasley out there with Culver, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Now, here's Culver. No points in the game yet for him. Yep, it counts.
Continuing to tighten the handle, something Culver knows can take his offense to the next level.
And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Booker. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Beasley. Timberwolves trail by 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
Well, Beasley has been explosive in some of the roles he's played, and with more responsibility, he's able to score a lot of points in bunches.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Now here's Šarić. Back to Paul. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Suns lead by 6. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Towns. Kicks it out to Beasley. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here is Carter. Back to Bridges. Šarić looking around. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Šarić. Paul's got the lead up to 8 now for Phoenix. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Paul against Rubio. Here's Russell, knocks it loose. "13 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop. And now a 10-point Phoenix lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside Russell. Rubio outside, back to Russell. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Russell's got 9 points.
Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
A minute 42 left in the first half. Carter against Russell. Šarić trying to break free. Carter with the bucket. Carter's got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the pass to Towns. Here's Rubio. They get it back. That's in, and the Suns lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Towns.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Back to Carter. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Carter's got 4 points this quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Rubio. Inside. And that one's good. Russell. He's got 11.
And Rubio's passes lead to a boost in confidence for the entire team.
Phoenix leading by 8. Passes it to Crowder. Over Hernangomez. Again, Phoenix.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so that's the end of the first half. Suns lead by 8. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front at the half is Phoenix. Such a tremendous floor leader. CP3 has been mentioned by many as a potential head coach. Kenny, your thoughts?
Well, if he decides to do that, that would be interesting. He'd be good at it. I think he has great instincts. He's a great motivator. He could do it.
As much as he talks on the court, can you imagine him on? I wouldn't want to be a ref working one of those games.
Would you like to play for him?
I most certainly will not.
Not this shot. What about this?
You must have been a joy to coach.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the point. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself. And Crowder slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Russell. The Suns getting the bucket, and the shot goes in. Russell's got 15.
The defense coming right at D'Angelo. He adjusts, and then that release so tough over the top.
To the left wing. Ayton against Rubio. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And laid in to finish the break.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end. And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Here's Booker. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker. And the Suns lead by 8.
Now the coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
Minnesota calls timeout. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in. Okogie comes in for Edwards. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Russell. And Culver's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now, here's Culver. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. The 11-footer tries again, and he lays it up and in. He has 6.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on 8. The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. A nice shot by Booker.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pass to Towns. Here's Culver. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Phoenix leading by 10. The 17-footer. And it's good off the back rim and in. Paul's got 10 points.
Said it time and time again, Chris Paul in the mid-range is pretty much half the time going to be good.
Booker against Beasley. He kicks it to Towns. .153 left in the third quarter. And the rejection by Ayton.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
And the Suns call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Davis is checked in for Minnesota.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Culver kicks to Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you gotta like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight, and he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Minnesota. Edwards, he's checked in for Okogie, and D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Beasley. And Towns drops them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Booker outside. Now the pass to Johnson. To the inside. Paul. And he lays it straight in. Paul's got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Russell passes to Edwards. Russell against Booker. A trial by Russell.
Well, he's starting to get into the flow now and the rhythm. This is a dominant offensive performance from D'Lo.
Phoenix leading by 10. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Booker looking around. 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Hernan Gomez comes in for Towns. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Culver. And Phoenix also making a switch. Bridges checks in. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, Russell. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Clock at 6. Shoots it up. The Timberwolves again can't hit. It could go. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Phoenix ahead, up 10. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Russell is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Edwards. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Saric, right side. Reed with the rebound. Edwards against Bridges. Edwards dishes to Rubio. Hernan Gomez, that's a 2-pointer. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Suns leading by 10. To the paint, here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
How about Booker getting up?
Timberwolves shooting at 50% in a decent groove. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 to shoot. Rubio looking it over. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Rubio. Here's Reed. Back to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The 3. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Bridges misses. Timberwolves trail by 12. Rubio outside to the middle. Here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Sun shooting has been just uncontainable. 72% shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Ryan Saunders said to the team. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
The free throw drops for Towns. And it's the Suns with the ball. They played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Here's Paul. The pass to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
Well, again, with that kind of size, DeAndre Ayton is going to draw some fouls and does not shy away from contact.
Towns, no luck. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Rubio against Paul. And that one hits back iron. Timberwolves trail by 13. Rubio outside. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns. 4 on the clock. On its way from Beasley for 2. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Phoenix leading by 13. Bridges kicks to Paul. Booker against Hernan Gomez. A nice shot by Booker.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Suns.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Chris Paul.
Yeah, with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
And Ayton throws it down.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
And Minnesota has possession after the Suns pick up 2. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Booker outside. Passes it to Ayton. Over Edwards. And it's Ayton missing. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 17. Dishes to Towns. To stop the drought. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Booker outside.